Good afternoon and welcome into Gail Miller Field on the campus of Brigham Young University for Game 2 of the 6A Softball State Championship Series between the number 1 seed Riverton Silverwolves and two-time defending champions and the number 2 seed Herriman Mustangs, with Riverton holding the 1-0 lead in the series in this best of 3. Pleasant good afternoon to you, Trevor Allen, alongside Manti Athletic Director Susan Hatch. And Susan, we were in for a treat last night with that walk-off single. I think we're going to see some fireworks here today.
Yeah, I think it's going to be a continuation of what we saw last night, and I'm telling you that the bats were hot. It was impressive to watch how each of these teams could hit the ball, and it's just a matter of who can stop the batters.
So with Riverton being the number 1 seed, they will be the designated home team, so they will bat in the bottom of the inning. And with Herriman being at the top of the inning, let's go ahead and get the starting lineups here with Susan.
Great. For batting for Herriman, we have number 23, Jaylee Hansen. She will play third base. Number 13, Ruby McQueen, is our center fielder for Herriman. Number 18, Sophia Lancaster, plays first base. Number 1, Aspen Hawes, will play shortstop. 00, Avery Eglund, will play left field. Number 99, Ashlyn Barato, will start out in the circle at pitch. Number 11, Sammy Nelson, will play second base. Number 14, Afton Orn, is our designated player. Number 10, Hattie McHale, is our right fielder. And number 2, Brighton McDermott will be the catcher, and she's in the flex position.
And so pitching for Herriman, you mentioned, is Ashlyn Barato. She came in relief yesterday. Down that stretch, and really did well. Now with Riverton coming up in the bottom of the inning, let's get their starting lineup.
All right, for batting for Riverton, first it will be number 25, Peyton Sanchez. She's the designated player. Second base, number 9, Grace Leary. At shortstop, number 4, Jaden Bushman. Playing third base is number 19, Maggie Hamblin. First base is number 5, London Rettmeister. Right fielder, number 15, Kenzie Anderson. Pitching, number 8, Lexi Huntley. Center field, number 14, Brittany Mackey. Catching, number 20, Addie Thompson. And in the flex position is left fielder, number 10, Zoe Hazlett.
And so, as you mentioned, pitching is Lexi Huntley. So, a different pitcher. She did not, I don't believe, appear. Here, I've got the numbers up here for pitching, and she did not. It was Stribby and Peyton Sanchez for Riverton. So for Huntley on the year, pull up her stats here for pitching. 8 appearances, 5-1 record, 6.58 ERA, 22 1/3 innings pitched, 20 hits, 21 runs, 21 earned, 28 walks, 24 strikeouts, 4 home runs allowed, and 110 batters faced coming into this one.
Yeah, you can tell with the stats that she's giving, and I would say this with the other pitchers that we had last night. You're in a region and you're in a classification where the batters are very good and they get the ball in play, and so their ERAs may not be as low as, say, for instance, Salem Hills pitcher and Box Elders, but they still move the ball. They're great pitchers, and they've got some great defense to back them up as well.
All right, so with Herriman needing to win this game to force the F game tonight, the winner-take-all Game 3, what do they need to do to get the win?
I just think there was a few little mistakes, I would say, as far as coverage defensively, that I think if they would have had those stops, Riverton wouldn't have had a couple of runs. So I think their defensive games, they need to be backing each other up, and some of the batters that came through yesterday need to just continue hitting the ball, and we need to look, I would say, for the lineup 6 through 9 needs to help out as well.
And, produce at the plate. And so now if Riverton wants to win their third straight state title and 4 of their last 5, what do they need to do to get the win here in Game 2?
Well, I think they showed how deadly their lineup is. I mean, 1 through 9 contributed greatly last night. In addition to that, I think their pitching needs to come on, and it goes down to those errors.
All right, well, they're just about ready to get this one going. Right after they're done introducing here, we'll go ahead and step aside and be back with first pitch You're watching the Game 2 of the 6A Softball Championship Series on KSLSports.com.
To dare mighty things means to embrace challenges. It means to welcome a high-energy culture that prioritizes belonging. To dare mighty things means drawing inspiration from experienced faculty and alums who encourage you to think big. It means to be a part of time-honored traditions while also forging new ones. To dare mighty things means celebrating your achievements with pride and joy, knowing you can make a difference by daring to be great. Join us at the Huntsman School of Business, where we dare mighty things. That's the Huntsman difference.
One of those long days working on your feet? Turn your aching feet to happy feet at Salt Lake Running Company. Our award-winning trained staff will provide a custom shoe fitting that will help you find the shoes, inserts, and socks that will make your workday the best it can be. Locally owned and operated for 30 years, SLRC offers rewards, training groups, races, and free community events. Visit us in-store or online today at slrc.com. Your work feet and workout life will get a boost.
Welcome back to the 6A Softball State Championship Series, Game 2 here on KSLSports.com, presented by UCCU. Love where you bank. Trevor Allen, Susan Hatch, as Riverton comes out to take the field, as they will bat in the bottom of the inning, and so that'll bring out Lexi Huntley. She's coming out to get some warm-up pitches, and as we mentioned, in our last segment, top of the broadcast, Huntley not as many innings, but and she's also a sophomore, so being put in this spot, what does that do for not only Riverton in this setting, but also for the future of this program?
Well, two things. One, you don't have a lot of seniors anyways, and so you've got a young team that's won two state championships. As a coach, to put a sophomore in this big of a setting, you have a lot of confidence in that pitcher, and that she's going to show herself that she's capable of handling that type of a pressure in a state championship setting. So I'm excited to see how she does, and hopefully this won't be the type of a situation where if she gets hit, because we know there's going to be hits in this game, that she won't let that rattle her. So I think it just shows the depth of Riverton's team. Along, with the Herriman. They've got two seniors themselves, so you've got young players stepping up to the plate early in their high school careers.
Yeah, not only that, I mean, the one thing you cannot simulate in practice and, be able to work on in the off-season is game experience and high-level game experience.
Correct. And that's where a lot of your mental preparation has to come through. I'm sure these girls in the summer and fall are playing on teams around the state or even the country where they do get that type of an experience, but there's still something to be said for high school championships where, kids dream of being a part of that, and then they're actually here to participate. I think is such an exciting opportunity for them to see how they can handle their skills in this situation. And we are underway with a ball that goes into the dirt. Ball one here for Jaylee Hansen leading off for Herriman. So this is a best-of-3 series. And this is Game 2 with Riverton walking it off last night in Game 1, 9-8. Great hard hit, third base line. And she rounds to second, and a leadoff double for Jaylee Hansen. It was a hard hit right down the line and went all the way out to left field. Now Ruby McQueen will come to the plate. I wonder if her family is fans of Cars, the movie Cars. I would think so. I would like to see Ruby get some action here with her bat. She was 0 for 4 yesterday. I'm sure she's right there with you. Bunt, and that goes foul. Looking to advance that runner to third. If you remember from last night's game, Herriman scored 3 runs in that first inning. So they're starting off just exactly like they did yesterday hopefully they can continue that because both teams scored runs right from the get-go, right? And then there was kind of a lull. But hopefully Herriman will make some adjustments and stay consistent all the way through the game today.
And Hanson will stay at second. Yeah, it was Kenzie Anderson who walked it off, brought in Hamblin for the winning run in the bottom of the 7th inning. Now Herriman would need to win in this one to force a winner-take-all Game 3, and we'd have to go back and look at the archives at the last time that both 5A and 6A went to Game 3, because 5A, if you're just joining us, Salem Hills lost 2-1 to Box Elder, and so forcing that winner-take-all Game 3 coming up next after this one. And the runner will head over to third on the wild pitch.
You know, Salem had their chances. They had runners in scoring position, and you have to tip your hat to Blackmer. She came through strong with that last inning, and her team backed her up.
She heated up as the game went along. That was how good of an outing that she had. She had 10 strikeouts, and most of those happened in the back half of the ball game.
To me, that just shows you the mentality that she has as a pitcher, especially when you lose a game the day before and then you come back strong. She still had several strikeouts. I want to say around 4 or 5 yesterday. She doubled that in today's game.
Yeah, definitely. 3-1. And a walk, so runners on the corners with no outs. Now, Susan, with Herriman losing, in the fashion they did last night, how big is it for, or how important is it for them to not think about that and just think about the game ahead?
There's no other option. I mean, well, I guess you could sit and dwell on that, but what's the point of doing that? The championship team learns from their mistakes and they recognize, we're looking at film. I'm looking at what I could do better, and you just have to make that adjustment. I mean, honestly, you don't have a whole lot of time. Like you were saying, baseball has so many, longer hours of a break. And here, they get done
Turn
at 9:30.
around, let's go.
Yeah, they get here at get done at 9:30, and they're ready to go again.
And that one's driven into left field. That'll bring in 1 run. And coming around to third is Ruby McQueen.
Beautiful fly hit in between left and center field that rolled out to the fence.
So that's an RBI double for Sophia Lancaster. And just like yesterday, 1-0 Herriman to start. They ended up scoring 3 runs, though.
Well, you've got runners, again on second and third, and there's still no out. I do feel like Herriman's energy and focus right now, yesterday we talked about how they were so high and excited, being here in the state championship setting, but to me, this is a more level-headed focus with Herriman.
And on the wild pitch, she's safe. So coming home is Ruby McQueen. And the runner from second moves over to third, and it's 2-0 Herriman. So Aspen Hawes. One's low. Ball 3.
Aspen had some great hits in last night's game. Out to left field. Had an RBI with a hit at shortstop. She had a deep hit there. So she keeps this in play. So they'll just keep continuing with this little... Oh, she got a walk.
So Haas is aboard with runners on the corners once again. And no outs.
It's a great rally to start off with.
Not a bad way to start if you're Herriman with your backs against the wall in a must-win situation. And that will bring Avery Eggman to the plate. Is that number 11 that it shows there? No, it says 00. It just looked like 11 for a minute.
Yeah.
Like, wait a minute. Threw me off for a sec. The 0-1. Fouled off. They lost that ball behind the stands. Brings the count to 0-2. Swing and a miss. Strike three. Lexi Huntley with her first strikeout.
And you held the runner on first, so that was good.
So that's out number one with runners on the corners.
So in yesterday's game, Ashlyn started out right field, and then she came into the pitching position. And tonight she's starting with the pitching.
And another wild pitch will bring runner home. And it's 3-0 Mustangs. I think that's the second run given up on a wild pitch.
Yeah, it is. Those are hard because, I mean, there's nothing you can do about it. It's really hard on the defense.
So Ashlyn Barado, who's pitching, facing Lexi Huntley. Outside, ball two. Outside, ball three.
I'm a little surprised the catcher hasn't gone out and talked to Lexi just to calm her down a little bit, or even the coach for that matter.
Yeah.
However, she did strike out the last batter, but you look at the pitches that she's thrown and the wild pitches, like, needs to calm down just a little bit here.
And strike one. And could some of it be the fact that Lexi Huntley doesn't have as many innings, in the circle this year to be able to have that chemistry with her catcher?
It could be. Very well could be. Could be that she's getting more JV action than she is varsity, obviously, right?
Yeah.
And just getting comfortable with the catcher behind there. Because you get, those two spend a lot of time with each other. The pass ball with the runner getting to third on top of the walk.
So now, runners back on the corners. I feel like I've said this all inning.
It's happened a few times, hasn't it?
With one out.
So they just put a speed-up runner in for Ashlyn?
Yep, they do that for pitchers and catchers, right?
Correct.
And now number 11, Sammy Nelson, is at the plate. As we're almost near the bottom of the order here in just the top of the first.
Sammy's first at bat in last night's game against Riverton. She had a double out in left field.
Into the dirt, and that'll advance the speed-up runner to second. And coach will come out and have a chat with Lexi. Tough spot to be in as a sophomore.
It is. I've had a couple pitchers that, came in as a sophomore, and it puts a lot of pressure on them. You can test their, mental approach to the game at such a young age. But at the same time, again, that coach has confidence for her to be out there in that big game.
Otherwise, she wouldn't have put her out there.
Absolutely. And so she knows she's capable of doing great things. Sometimes when you're still, she could even be adjusting to the official strike zone. But she's faced plenty of batters here that should be set. So she's just got to keep throwing. Go back to the basics of what gets her those strikes.
Second baseman, number 11, Sammy Nelson.
Nelson, 1-0 the count to her. Huntley with the pitch in the dirt. Ball 2.
As a batter here, as inconsistent as the pitcher's been for this first inning, I'd be very tight with my strike zone and what I'm looking for to swing.
There's strike 1 right there. 2-1 the count. Runners at second and third. 1 out. Here's the pitch. Outside, ball 3.
Another walk.
Ball 4. Bases are loaded. Big opportunity here with Afton Ohm.
Here with 1 out, pitcher's got to make sure that she's keeping it low so that can go on the infield and hope to turn for a double play, perhaps home to 1 or even 2 to 1. But if you've got speed on the wheel, sometimes you've got some coaches that have confidence in their players. They'll do a squeeze play here.
One is into the dirt as well for ball 1.
She's thrown a lot of pitches here this first inning.
How many is she at?
27.
Oh, my goodness. That's a lot. And still only 1 out. That one is low as well. It seems like a lot of her pitches have been low.
She's releasing it a little bit too soon. I'm not seeing anyone yet out warming up. I would think that you would have someone ready to go just in case, because you don't want to walk another run in.
Yeah, that could be problematic. Upstairs, ball 3. She must have heard me say that a lot of them were low, and then so she went high. And another walk, and that'll bring in a run. So now it's 4-0. Hadley McKell, bottom of the order. We have now gone officially through the order here in the top of the first. And Coach Hyman's coming out. I believe we'll have a pitching change. Yep, Peyton Sanchez is going to come on to pitch. We'll go ahead and take a break while she warms up after this.
Welcome back to the UCCU Saving Spotlight.
Today's play of the day goes to Becky, a single mom who just got her son Max a youth debit card from UCCU.
This is a big win for Max, who knows that UCCU mobile banking makes it easy for his mom to add money to his debit card anytime.
It's also a big win for Becky, who knows it also makes it easy to monitor her child's spending anytime. Final score, 1 happy son, 1 responsible mom.
With the assist from UCCU.
Wendy's went back to the kitchen to give our famous spicy chicken sandwich a total upgrade. More crunch, more flavor, with heat that just hits. Is this our best spicy chicken ever? Looks like a yes to me. Spicy chicken just got better at Wendy's.
Okay, so now he decides to exercise. Yes, this was the best angle.
So Peyton Sanchez coming in to pitch for the Silverwolves. She pitched 1 inning last night, and 1 hit, 1 run, which was earned, 1 walk, 1 strikeout, 5 batters faced, had a 7.00 ERA, but did get the save.
She had some clutch pitches there, even when Herriman was threatening to tie it up, you know?
Yeah. So
That's a lot of pressure to come in when you have that tight of a ball game.
seems like she's used to this, though. She's a senior, and so she's trying to get a 3rd state title in her career.
Many players have three championship rings.
That is impressive. Because it would be 4 of the last 5, so I'm guessing it was one of her first years that she did not get a championship.
Yep.
But they are going for a 3-peat, so it would have been her freshman year. I just had to do the math out loud.
That's okay. Sometimes I have to do that myself.
But in a big jam here is Riverton.
So this, too, as a senior, is going to test your leadership and your ability to come through as a pitcher with bases loaded. 1 out. Of course, Herriman is wanting to get these runs in, so a base hit is going to score 2 for sure.
Here's the pitch. That one's high. And that will score another run on another wild pitch. I think that's 3 now.
It is.
And it's 5-0 Herriman. That home plate umpire makes sure that plate is absolutely spotless. Flawless brushing there.
Well, as a pitcher, you want him to be able to see every aspect of that
Yeah,
plate.
definitely. Another wild pitch, back to back, and another run scored. It's 6-0.
Tell you, this is so hard for a defense to jump back up when you have wild pitches like this, and obviously you can't defend it, but it just really gets you in a rut.
Well, and they're all just standing out there. I mean, they haven't had to do anything for the last, it seems like a really long time.
Yeah, of the batters that we have had 5 walks.
Yeah, only 3 hits, but 6 runs scored for the Mustangs here in the top of the first. Over to short, to home,
Got
and
her
gets
out
her.
at home. Fielder's choice right there. Smart move on the shortstop. Jaden Bushman.
And that's 2 outs. And saving a run there. So it remains 6-0 in favor. Oh, and they only have 2 hits up there now. It was 3 before, but they must have taken away a hit. So only 2 hits. Is that what you have?
I do.
Yeah, 2 hits.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, 4 runs coming off of walk batters. Pop fly into center field, and that'll end the inning. But 6 runs come across on just 2 hits. So Riverton will come to the plate for their first time in this ball game as we go to the bottom of the first here on KSLSports.com.
So now he decides to exercise. Yes, this was the best angle.
Life can get a little messy.
No way. Oh my God.
Oh my gosh.
Best day ever.
Some taps create chaos.
No.
Tap Spend gives you 1% cash back when you spend and 2.75% APY when you don't. Tap responsibly. Visit tapbank.com.
In times like these, it's good to know there's a place where people know who you are, no matter how long you've been gone. A place where the smells of home cooking are still in the air, where a simple wave warms your heart, and sharing stories with family, friends, and your community is just a way of life. Yes, in times like these, it's good to be home. Agraria Insurance Company, protecting what's important in life.
To dare mighty things means to embrace challenges. It means to welcome a high energy.
Bottom of the first inning. And Susan, we were chatting off air, and you were saying that for Riverton, 6-run deficit is probably not enough.
No. In fact, in the 4th inning last night, they had 4 runs in 1 inning. I mean, yes, we have 6 runs here, but how many are earned?
But that, and we're also just in the bottom of the first.
Yes, and we're just in the bottom of the first. They came out on fire as well as Herriman last night and scored 2 runs in the first inning. Had a couple innings where they had a little drought, and then they scored those 4 runs. But we saw how deadly Riverton is with the bat, and so I have no doubt that they're going to come back in this and give Herriman a game.
So leading off is Peyton Sanchez.
Peyton's first at bat last night, she had a double just on the first pitch out to right field. She sees the ball very well.
Trying to get her 3rd state championship in her high school career, ending her career at the high school level at least with a title. So leadoff walk here for Sanchez as Verado's in the circle for the Mustangs.
Grace was 3 for 4 in last night's game. Scored a run.
Sadie Cannon will come on as a speed-up runner for Peyton Sanchez. Grace Leary at the plate. That one's outside. Evens the count at 1-1.
Gave her the outside corner.
That's high.
Look at that.
Ball one.
You know, these players have probably played so much against each other
Yeah.
that, there's a deep fly to left.
And it hits off the
Excuse me,
wall.
to center field.
And Grace Leary with a double. And the speed runner is at third. And Coach Hyman tells her to stay. So a double with no outs. And maybe this is the start of a run here for the Silverwolves. So runners at second and third, no outs.
It was a beautiful hit.
And that brings up Jaden Bushman, the shortstop. Here's the pitch. Inside. Chance here for Bushman to drive in one, potentially two runs.
They're just barely missing. A 2-1 count. She's got to come at her. Stay ahead. Come back.
Strike two.
So here, she turned on that good and hard.
Fouled that off.
A lot of times you see, like with these upper classifications with these teams, they know exactly what they're doing with the ball, especially like on that third side. Usually if you've got that hit on third or short, that runner should stay put. But those fielders know exactly what their runners are doing. So it makes those no room for error.
Here's the 2-2 to Bushman. Count goes full now after the ball goes into the dirt.
Mark the bases loaded.
I feel like we just saw this last inning.
We did. You know, sometimes that seems to happen. It's like that energy continues to the other side of the teams.
Yeah.
It's interesting how that works.
It's like it doesn't stay on a side of the team. It stays on the side of the field.
No. I'm telling you, this is the girl that was our player of the game last night. Maggie Hamblin.
Yeah, she was the walk-off run that scored from Kenzie Anderson.
She's got a great opportunity here with no outs.
We haven't even checked on the prop game yet. We do have the chicken suit again for Riverton. Or at least the chicken head.
I do see it.
And then
see a lot of those cowboy hats.
Yeah, cowboy hats made its return here to Gail Miller Field. Hamblin with a chance to make a big difference here with the bases loaded, no outs. Ball 2. Fouled off behind home plate.
Oh, and that might be gone.
That is gone. No doubter.
My goodness.
A grand slam.
Right over right center.
And a grand slam for Maggie Hamblin. And just like that, it's 6-4 Herriman. You just heard that ball hit the bat, and there was no doubt in anyone's mind that thing was gone.
The second it hit the bat, it was... That was impressive. And she's just continuing on from what she did like yesterday.
That ball got punished.
Tanya, as a coach, that's someone that when she comes out to bat, maybe do you risk losing a run and just intentionally walking her?
If they were to go back and look at it, which we all know hindsight's 20/20, but yeah, probably. And maybe the Herriman coach is thinking that now. I should have walked her. It would have only been 1 run instead of 4. Again, 4 runs on 2 hits for Riverton, 6 runs on 2 hits for Herriman. So walks have kind of been the topic of the inning.
And you look what it does. It just changes the aspect of the game simply because you cannot defend that. I'll tell you what, that will spark some momentum over on Riverton's side, won't it?
Yeah, with London Rentmeister at the plate now. The momentum completely shifting over.
London was 1 for 4 in yesterday's game. She had a double. out in the right center field area.
Three 0 the count. And Dorado walks her. So another runner on base. That has been walked. We might see a pitching change here as well. Because Prescott, I know, is available to pitch. Because there's no day's rest that you need for pitching. So she's just waiting in the wings. I don't think you had this on your bingo card for the start of this one after last night.
I thought maybe each team would score, maybe 2 or 3 runs, but 6 runs in an inning and 4. I mean,
10 total.
We still don't have any outs.
10 total runs in this inning between the top and the bottom.
With only 4 hits total.
Yeah, 4 hits, 2 each. And again, as you just said, no outs here in the bottom of the first. I feel like I haven't touched the out portion of my scoreboard here on the stream at all. So Kenzie Anderson, the hero from last night, the walk-off single that gave Riverton the win in Game 1 is at the plate. Was that her only hit last night?
It was.
Wow. Well, couldn't have come at a
Coming in
better time.
clutch.
Yeah. She'd probably take that type of an outing if it came with that result, like her only hit being a walk-off.
Well, every at-bat is crucial, right? But that was, it won the game for him.
It's a completely different shift.
Yeah.
And a bunt to send Rentmeister to first, and she's
close.
out. So the first out of the inning, but the runner does advance to second, so Rentmeister in scoring position with Kenzie Anderson out. And so Lexi Huntley will come to the plate. She's now the designated player with Peyton Sanchez pitching.
Lexi had a great game last night as well. She was 2 for 3. Had a double. Had an RBI.
Just, again, a sophomore is Huntley. Into left field.
Deep.
And it'll just get out of the glove of the left fielder, and so that'll be a double. And Coach Hyman is stopping Rentmeister at third. So a double here with 1 out for Lexi Huntley. Which, as you know, that was a big hit for her, especially after being pulled in the top of the first after pitching.
Yes. She came in very patient there and just took that pitch. It was a deep hit over left, and left came in just a little bit and realized it was going.
Bree Mackey is next in the order, as we're one more at-bat away after Mackey, away from being through the order in this inning, just like we were in the top of the inning. Just the third hit for the Silverwolves. She turned on that one.
Oh, did she ever? She was 1 for 3 last night. Had an RBI with a great hit out in right field. You know, every one of these batters, I mean, you cannot play them extremely shallow because they're just such deep hitters.
And the umpire said strike. Took a minute, but 0-2 the count. Here for Mackey. 2 runners in scoring position, second and third, with 1 out. Swing and a miss. She chased that one.
Good spot for 2-strike pitch.
And Barada with her first K of the day. And that's out number 2.
Tell you, if they can get out of this inning with leaving those 2 runners on second and third and still be 2 runs ahead, I think Herriman gets out of this inning very nicely.
A wild pitch. Coming home. And she's safe. So Rentmeister scores. And the runner from second moves over to third, which is Kenzie. Wait, nope. That is Lexi Huntley. That one goes inside. Ball 2. Oh, wait, I should update the score. 6-5, Herriman.
Isn't it crazy that we haven't even finished one inning and this game has already gone an hour?
Yeah, that's a long inning.
And that might be gone
crushed.
as well.
It's going back to the wall, left field, but the catch is made at the warning track.
She about had that for another home run.
Out number 3, nearly erupted this place, but fireworks anyway. 11 runs scored between the 2 teams on just 5 hits. We head to the top of the second after this. Part of the order here for the Mustangs. Ruby McQueen will lead off. So 2, 3, 4 are in the lineup. After what seemed like an hour-long first inning.
It really was almost an hour. I mean, we started the game at 1:30, right?
Yeah, well, they had the introduction, so it was hovering. It was at least 50 minutes.
Okay, we'll give it that.
And that's probably being kind. And over to second to first for out number 1. And I told you this during the break. I said, now watch, we'll go boop, boop, you know, inning after inning.
But that's what they did last night, too.
Yeah.
I mean, that first inning, both teams scored.
It was 3-2, yeah, at the end of the first.
And then we had a couple innings where there was a lull. I mean, yes, they're hitting the ball, but they're getting outs. You look at it, like, there weren't a lot of strikeouts in last night's games. I think there was 5 total between the 2.
Yeah. No, the strikeouts came today in 5A. And we'll see if it comes away here in over to short. And out number 2.
Side movement from shortstop, Aspen Haas.
Sophia Lancaster is down for out number 2. And now Aspen Haas will come to the plate.
Excuse me, that was Jaden Bushman, shortstop, not Aspen.
It's just the other team.
Yeah.
There is a movement activity in the bullpen for Riverton. And that would be over there to number 7, Stribby. She's warming up.
She started the game last night.
Yeah, she did. She went most of it, too. Went 6 innings. Into the dirt. Ball 2. Here's the 2-0 from Sanchez. Foul ball.
Getting a good look at those strikes. Great hit.
Hit into the gap in left center.
Got herself a double.
Aspen Hawes with a 2-out double to put Herriman in scoring position.
We've seen it happen before, having a runs put up with 2 outs. Get that 2-out rally going.
With Eglin now at the plate. 0-1. Here's the pitch. Into the dirt.
Runner advances to third base with the bobble on the ball and the catcher. Notice that batter stayed right put in her batter's box. Did not want to give an advantage to the catcher throwing that ball to third.
Because that would have been an obstruction, right?
She's entitled to the box. That's her spot.
Yeah. But then going out of the box when that happens.
It could, yes. But just to protect the runner so it's harder for the catcher to see that throw to third base, you just stay put in the box.
2-1 the count to Eglin from Sanchez. Fouled off. Over to first from short, and that'll end the inning. No runs scored, but a runner left on third base. And we'll head to the bottom of the second after this here on KSLSports.com.
To dare mighty things means to embrace challenges. It means to welcome a high-energy culture that prioritizes belonging. To dare mighty things means drawing inspiration from experienced faculty and alums who encourage you to think big. It means to be a part of time-honored traditions while also forging new ones. To dare mighty things means celebrating your achievements with pride and joy, knowing you can make a difference by daring to be great. Join us at the Huntsman School of Business, where we dare mighty things. That's the Huntsman difference.
One of those long days working on your feet? Turn your aching feet to happy feet at Salt Lake Running Company. Our award-winning trained staff will provide a custom shoe fitting that will help you find the shoes, inserts, and socks that will make your workday the best it can be. Locally owned and operated for 30 years, SLRC offers rewards, training groups, races, and free community events. Visit us in-store or online today at slrc.com. Your work feet and workout life will get a boost.
Top of the order here for the Riverton Silverwolves. Peyton Sanchez will lead off here in the bottom of the second.
Peyton's a great hitter, great leadoff hitter. Went 3 for 4 yesterday.
There's the pitch. Ball 2.
If Barreto were able to get this out here on pitch it in there so that your defense can back you up and get this first out, that would be a huge lift
Strike 1.
for Herriman.
Fouled off. And we go full. Pop fly near third. And the third baseman will get the catch.
Get up pretty high in the air.
Catch made by Jaylee Hansen for out number 1. Grace Leary is up next for the Silverwolves.
I think that's a big out for Herriman. Just especially after, that first long inning. I think this is a good start for them in the second inning.
Two on the count.
Keeping her low and out.
Now 3-1. And a grounder for a base hit over to right field. And Grace Leary with a single with 1 out.
Good at bat for Grace there, and being patient with getting a good strike to get a good base hit out to right field. Jaden also walked her last at bat in the first inning.
Jaden Bushman with a 1-1 count now, with 1 out.
This should be catchable for
center
fielder.
And out number 2. Now Maggie Hamblin, who had a grand slam in her last at-bat. I'm sure the confidence is pretty high right now for her.
Oh, absolutely. When you look at how she's hit the last, obviously with the grand slam, and then in last night's game, hitting 3 for 4. And they're not just little dribbler hits. They are solid hard hits out to the outfield.
That one is sent packing
Might
as
be
well.
gone as well.
It's gone. 2-run shot and back-to-back home runs for Maggie Hamblin. And now the Silverwolves have a 7-6 lead here in the bottom of the second.
As I was mentioning last inning,
To Walker.
I would walk her.
Yes. I don't think she's going to have another chance at hitting a ball today.
She is putting on quite the display of how to hit a softball.
If I'm the Herriman coaching staff, she will never see another ball pitched at her again.
That's amazing.
2 home runs. I think she's online for your player of the game again.
She very
Could make it
likely
2 in a
could be.
row. That would be impressive.
I mean, you look at the length of the field there, and it is going another, what would you say, 10 yards or more over the fence?
Yeah, at least. Yeah, that was about 220 that, to the wall. And I would say she probably cleared that by another 10 to 15 feet.
I'm telling you, if I were coaching a very young softball team or even my high school team, they would be here and they would be watching her mechanics and the way that she approaches every pitch. She is an incredible hitter.
Fouled that one off is London Rentmeister. Maggie Hamblin signed to play at the University of Utah.
Okay.
So the Utes are getting
they're getting a great one.
And then you have Kenzie Anderson, who had the walk-off. She's going to go play at Southern Nevada. Peyton Sanchez is going to go play at Salt Lake Community College.
That's great.
And Rentmeister rounding to second. And she's got a double. A 2-out double for London Rentmeister.
Great, beautiful line drive hit just down the left field line. It's right over the third baseman's mitt.
And Kenzie Anderson, who I just mentioned, going to play at Southern Nevada at the next level. And then looking at some of the signees for Herriman, Avery Eglin's going to go to North Idaho, and Sophia Lancaster's going to go play at Salt Lake Community College.
So opponents are going to be teammates.
Yeah. Rivals are going to be teammates.
Yes.
So, really cool. Anderson sends that one pretty much to the same spot.
All right, so the way that these 2 innings are going, what would be your guess as far as you're going to be in double digits for each team?
Oh, maybe.
Game? I mean, Riverton's 3 runs from having double digits and Herriman's 4. And you look at a lot of their Riverton's games that they've played against other opponents, and they are scoring double digits quite often.
The left center, and the center fielder makes the catch, and that'll end the inning, but not without a 2-run shot by Maggie Hamlin. So now it's 7-6 in favor of Riverton as we go to the top of the third here on KSLSports.com. Ashlyn Barado will come to the plate next. Here for the Mustangs, trailing 7-6. If you're just tuning in, first of all, welcome. But you've missed quite the 2 innings.
It's been an eventful 2 innings, that's for sure.
And it's taken well over an hour.
Yeah, I don't know if you say eventful with the walks, but eventful with the 2 home runs, a grand slam and a home run by Maggie.
And it started out 6-0, top of the first from Herriman. And then it was 5 runs put in, including a grand slam from Maggie Hamlin in the bottom of the first, and then Maggie Hamlin with another home run in the second.
So she's attributed to
all but one of the runs.
All but one of the runs.
6 of the 7 runs. Barado fouls that one off. 2-1 now. Two. Here for Barado against Peyton Sanchez. Since coming in, Sanchez has been fantastic.
Yeah, she's done a great job of containing the batters.
Line drive to center field, and the catch is made for out number 1.
And I love how Bree just kept right on that, just stayed low with that ball as it was driving out to center.
Sammy Nelson is next for the Mustangs. And then Afton Orn.
Sammy's last at bat in the first inning was one of those walks that we had for that long inning.
Yeah, we went through the entire order for both teams in the first inning. Ball 2. Outside, ball 3.
Sammy's doing a great job of staying disciplined in the plate and not chasing some of those. I mean, some of those pitches are close, but she's recognizing the official strike zone and staying tough in the box.
And that'll be a walk. So with 1 out, 1 on. And so Afton Orn, the designated player, will come to the plate.
Enough to make a double play here.
6-4-3, and that will do it. Riverton retires the side on a 6-4-3 double play. And we go to the bottom of the third here in the 6A Softball State Championship Series on KSLSports.com. Welcome back. Just chatting with the umpire from the last game, Stacy, who, by the way, did a great job. That is sent to left field, as that was Lexi Huntley for out number 1.
You know, Lexi had that first rough inning.
Yeah.
But I've been very impressed with her at-bat appearances. Last time she got a double. This time out in left field it was caught, but it was a nice line hit. I'm impressed with how she's handled herself in that aspect.
Turned on that one for a foul. Bottom of the third, Riverton scoring 7 runs in their first 2 innings. And now 2-1 the count here for Mackey.
Bree struck out with her last at bat. Let's see if she can battle back here and start Riverton off on another inning with runners on base.
They haven't registered a hit since the first inning, is that right?
That's correct. You mean Bree or Riverton?
Sorry, I'm talking about Herriman.
Correct.
I was just looking at the scoreboard. No, Riverton definitely has registered hits.
Yes.
Since the first. I should have been more specific. Full count now. With 1 out. Here's the payoff. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. And that's out number 2.
Ashland's second strikeout for the game.
Then we go back to the bottom of the order. Addie Thompson, the catcher, with 2 outs. In the dirt. Ball 2. Another championship in the books for boys soccer. Lone Peak beating Farmington to win the state title. 3-1. So we have the 4A coming up with Alex Napolis over at Zions Bank Stadium.
Who's competing for that?
That is the East Leopards and the Murray Spartans. The Spartans trying to finish off a perfect season.
Oh, wow.
And East comes in, I believe, as the 3 seed in the tournament. And I think that's a 4 o'clock start time. And then we've got baseball over at UVU. We've got game 1 of 5A between Maple Mountain and Spanish Fork beginning at 4 o'clock.
How did they fare in region play against each other?
That's a great question. That's one I'll look up here during the break. And then at 7 o'clock, the number 1 seed and defending champion American Fort Cavemen will take on Skyridge, the 7 seed.
Didn't American Fork, weren't they in the championship last year?
They were, and they won it. And then they were kind of like the Giants, where they would win a state championship, at least in the start of the 2020s, every odd year.
Interesting.
So 21, 23, and 25, but now they're trying to go back-to-back. And they beat Skyridge in all 3 of their region games this year. And a walk for Addie Thompson with 2 outs.
You know, they've seen Beretto. I mean, you consider this is her 3rd at-bat. It's our last night in the last inning or 2 there. I'm surprised that they haven't switched pitchers up just to kind of give it a little bit of a change-up.
Yeah, they haven't yet, but it's hard to see the visiting team bullpen over there with the stands. You can see it a little bit better on this side.
Okay, we've got 2 outs, so.
So to answer your question on baseball, they played each other twice, and they split.
Oh.
6-5 loss for Spanish Fork, and then 17-4 win for the Dons.
Big difference there with the 2.
Yeah, just a little bit. But it is the number 1 and number 2 seeds, but both of them had to go through a lot of chaos in that 5A bracket to get to the championship series.
Well, the comparison between the 2 splitting in region play is similar to Herriman and Riverton with us.
Yeah, there was one that went 10-run as well, yeah. And Peyton Sanchez will walk, so back-to-back walks. And with 2 outs and 2 on, we'll now bring Grace Leary to the plate. And a speed-up runner for Sanchez, since she's the pitcher. And Cannon will come on and run for her again. That one is hit into deep right center, but the catch is made by the center fielder, and that will end the inning. Great play there made by Ruby McQueen. So we will go to the top of the 4th after this here on KSLSports.com.
Welcome back to the UCCU Saving Spotlight.
Today's play of the day goes to Becky, a single mom who just got her son Max a youth debit card from UCCU.
This is a big win for Max, who knows that UCCU mobile banking makes it easy for his mom to add money to his debit card anytime.
It's also a big win for Becky, who knows it also makes it easy to monitor her child's spending anytime. Final score, 1 happy son, 1 responsible mom.
With the assist from UCCU.
Wendy's went back to the kitchen to give our famous spicy chicken sandwich a total upgrade. More crunch, more flavor, with heat that just hits. Is this our best spicy chicken ever? Looks like a yes to me. Spicy chicken just got better at Wendy's.
So now he decides to exercise.
Hadley McKell will lead off in the bottom of the order, top of the inning. There, I had to.
Yes.
I had to. I had to put that
Bottom
together.
to the top.
We still have one more game after this, so I apologize for all of those of you ahead of time. Susan might have to carry this broadcast. (7-6) is the lead for Riverton. And for those of you just tuning in, all but one run for the Silverwolves came off of 2 home runs. A grand slam by Maggie Hamblin in the first inning, and then a 2-run homer in the second inning.
I'm hoping that this will be the inning that Herriman gets that little energy burst, and let's make it a...
Yeah, they ended on a double play, I think, the last time that they were at the plate, right?
They did. 6-4-3. So last at bat, Hattie had hit into a fielder's choice, which I believe was the throw at home, from short to home.
3-1 the count. And a leadoff walk as McKell is on board. Jaylee Hansen at the plate, top of the order now for the Mustangs.
Jaylee's been getting her bat on the ball, so we'll see how they utilize her in this position, if they have her bunt or if they trust her with those deep hits.
Ball 1. Here's the pitch. Strike 1. Good placement on that one. That'll be a foul ball. Just goes into the first row of seats. Bounces back into play. Or onto the field, at least. Not much has happened here in the last full inning, at least, but and the energy has seemed to kind of die down. Have you noticed that?
It has.
Foul ball
It's
there.
another shot there.
Yeah.
You kind of look at that. It's like we used to tell our runners or our fielders, don't time the ball, beat the ball to the spot.
Mm-hmm.
And that's a long ways for that second baseman to go and get the ball for Sammy not Sammy, but Grace to get that ball. That makes me wonder if she'd all out sprint, would that be out number 1?
Potentially. Count remains 1-2. Sent into left field. That is deep, and it's gone! Home run! for Jaylee Hansen.
Deep over left center.
A 2-run shot now gives Herriman the lead back here in the top of the 4th.
What a great shot for Jaylee, a sophomore, leading off on that. Give yourself a little boost and give the team that momentum that they need to get them through this inning and get some more runs.
That's her 10th home run of the season. And Hamblin hit her 11th and 12th home run today of the season.
Wow. We've seen several home runs today.
Yeah, we have. This series alone has produced 4?
I think so.
Because we had 1 last night, and now we've had 3 today. 1 including a grand slam. But back and forth, just like game 1. Just as we were mentioning the energy kind of tapering off a little bit.
Yeah.
I think it's kind of taken off again.
It's so crazy how that can change in just an instant.
One swing of a bat.
Honestly, when you look at the time of the day that they're playing, it's easy. It could be very easy for your energy to just kind of drain and get complacent a little bit.
Yeah.
That's where your mental part of the game has to come in and really focus on doing your job at keeping the team's energy up and to keep yourself focused on every pitch. Straight up the middle.
And that'll be a base hit for Ruby McQueen.
This is what we were looking for.
Seems like the momentum is swinging back to Herriman's side.
Sophia's first at bat, she had a double. She had a double last night as well.
So I just went back and looked, and not a lot of research needed for this because I forgot. So we thought that the last time that both 5A and 6A went to Game 3 each was a while ago. It was just 2 years ago, 2024, when Spanish Fork won the state title in 5A. They went to 3 games against Springville, and then Riverton and Bingham went to 3
Oh, wow.
as well in 2024.
Again, 4 region teams. I mean, you've got Spanish Fork and Springville are in the same region. And Bingham and Riverton are in the same region. So there's a lot for their region competition.
Just outside of the glove of Grace Leary, it bounces off of her, and the runner goes over to third.
Smart base running for Ruby.
And now Herriman is in position to extend the lead with no outs. Now, the props are coming out a little bit here, Susan, especially over in that Herriman dugout. There's some of those. It's got like the fur in the hat.
Green
or the visors.
Hats?
Yeah.
Green hats on top of their visors.
Yeah. And yes, the chicken costume did make its appearance over on Riverton's side. And we will have a new pitcher. Stribby will come back after starting yesterday and pitching most of the game. She went 6 innings before Sanchez finished the game off.
Your attention, please, for Riverton. Now pitching, number 7, Lindsay Stribby.
So then, how does that work with Sanchez in the lineup?
Well, as a designated player, she's still in the lineup as a hitter. They have probably, I mean, you can sub that designated player. So depending on who she is subbing in for, she doesn't necessarily have to sub in for Peyton. She could sub in for somebody else on the team, and Peyton could still be in the lineup as a designated player.
Yeah, and the designated player before this change was Lexi Huntley because Peyton Sanchez went into pitch, and then she went in, and then Huntley went as the designated player.
Yeah.
So would it just mean that Stribby just won't bat?
Yeah. Well, not necessarily, because you're flex player, so your flex is the catcher.
Mm-hmm.
So that means she's not batting. So she's had to have either come in for...
Actually, for Riverton, it's the left fielder. It's the flex player.
Okay. Oh, it's the left fielder, you're right. I'm looking on Herriman, sorry about that. So
No worries. So Hazlitt is the flex player.
Mm-hmm.
So she would just continue to be in the field of play and not be the flex player anymore?
Yeah.
And that's where Coach Hyman is over chatting with the home plate umpire, I think, sorting this all out of what we're talking about.
Yeah. Because you've got, if I'm seeing that right, you have Lexi out and left, is that right?
I believe so.
Yeah. So your pitcher here has gone in for that flex player. So he has let.
I do remember last year calling the 6A championship series between Riverton and Bingham, and Riverton, I believe, hit a 2 or 3 run home run, but then the referee called it off because of an illegal substitution that Coach Hyman did not substitute. I think it was Peyton Sanchez back into the lineup.
So, yeah, that would call it out.
And just remember how, Coach Hyman obviously owned it, but it ended up working out anyway. They won the state championship.
I bet she rarely makes that mistake anymore.
Oh, probably not at all. 1-1 the count here for Aspen Hawes. Over to third, just underneath Hamlin's glove, and that'll bring in a run. And it's now 9-7 in favor of the Mustangs, with no outs and runners on the corners. First and second. Avery Eglund is coming to the plate next. Not the best start for Stribby, but sometimes it just takes a minute.
You take notice of this. This has all happened with no outs.
Yeah, normally it happens with 2 outs.
Yeah.
But for this game, I think has kind of been going against the grain here. Was high for a ball. Here for Eglin. So now it's Herriman 9 runs on 7 hits, no errors. Riverton 7 runs on 6 hits, no errors. Two won the count. Hit into center field, and the catch is
Great
made.
catch.
That's Bree Mackey making the catch out in center for out number 1, and the runners stay at first and second.
I mean, they didn't have time to tag on that.
Yeah, they didn't.
It came in quick. She was short line, but she jumped on that real quick.
Still now 1-0 in the count. With Barado. Or is it Sammy Nelson?
No, this is.
Oh, it is Barado. Okay. Now 2-0 the count. Here's the pitch. 3-0. The 3-0. There's strike 1.
I think you see him coming inside on her. They're hoping that she'll get on that short or third to go like a 3-1 play. 5-3, I guess I should say.
You just don't want to get a double play, and
No, you
now
don't.
that's still in play here with the bases loaded after the walk.
Your infield will squeeze in a bit to get the out at home. Just got a speed up runner for Ashlyn.
Yeah, with her being the pitcher.
Speed up runner at first base, number 5, Emma Jenkins.
Emma Jenkins is the runner.
Now batting is the second baseman, number
And Sammy Nelson coming to the plate.
Nelson.
Sammy's had 2 plate appearances, but both ended up in a walk.
Stribby. Now 1-1. Fouled off.
Great off-speed pitch there by Stribby.
One out, bases loaded. Here's the pitch from Stribby. Swing and a miss, strike 3. And that's out number 2. A much needed strikeout for
That's a big
Stribby.
out for Stribby. especially with bases loaded. Now it takes the pressure off so you can touch any base and be done with the inning. We've about gone through this lineup, this inning.
Again. That'd be the second time.
Yeah.
And strike. Here for number 14, Bree Mackey, center fielder. One. Here's the pitch. Sent into center field, and that'll end the inning. So 3 runners left on, but 3 runs scored for Herriman, and it's 9-7 Mustangs as we head to the bottom of the 4th here on KSLSports.com. Pitching change for the Mustangs. Sierra Prescott, who got the start last night in game 1, will come in relief. And Barato will be done, at least for now. And Prescott last night, 10.50 ERA. She got the loss. And 3 1/3 innings pitched. 8 hits, 6 runs, 5 earned, and 2 strikeouts, 17 batters faced. Ball 1 here.
These are the only 2 pitchers we've seen with Herriman.
Yes.
Is Ashlyn and Sierra.
And we've seen 3 pitchers for the Silverwolves. Silverwolves. Yep. I was starting to think of the other game too. Or the other game with 5A. Bree Mackey leading off for Riverton as they need 2 runs to tie this one. Sent into left field. The catch is made for out number 1. Great catch out in left field by Avery Eglin. Oh, excuse me. Oh, it was Bushman, excuse me, on that hit, not Mackey. But Hamblin There, you called it, Coach.
Yeah.
Intentional walk. So now a runner on first with 1 out, and that's Hamlin being intentionally walked, as you should after smacking 2 home runs in this game.
Absolutely.
Accounting for 6 runs.
I'm surprised they didn't do that last inning, honestly.
Or the first at bat too, with the bases loaded.
I mean, do you give up 1 run versus 4?
I don't know. I didn't do well in math when I was in high school, but I do know that 4 is more than 1. I was at least able to grasp that. So, yes, if you want less runs given up, that would have been probably the way to go. But again, hindsight's 20/20. I'm sure if the Herriman coaching staff were to go back and do it again, they probably would walk her.
Yeah, and the thing is like you trust your pitchers, but sometimes there's just batters that it doesn't matter who they're facing, they are just a hard out. And
Maggie Hamlin's going to go. She's going to go play
at the U.
At the U, the Big 12 level. Are we allowed to say that over here?
So.
I think so. No one's getting mad. Checking my surroundings right now. Strike 2.
And especially when you're looking at, like, when the pitchers face certain batters, what are their odds with that particular batter? Ashlyn, obviously, it's not a good matchup. And it could be that Maggie's just completely on. But I mean, watching her tonight or today and last night, obviously she's a threat at the plate.
London Rentmeister with a 2-2 count to her. Prescott has 1 down and 1 on. Just bounced over the shortstop's glove, and Hamlin's at third, so that's a double, or do they count that as an error?
It'll be interesting to see how they rule that, because that was a hard hit. Took a bad hop.
Yeah, we'll see what they put on the board. It is scored as an error. Just got confirmation from our scorekeeper. So reaches on an error, E6.
First error of the day.
Yeah.
For these 2 teams.
Yeah, and last night both of them had 2 errors, but Herriman's came in the 6th inning. And that was what set up the comeback for Riverton. So Rentmeister at second. Kenzie Anderson now at the plate. That's outside. So 1 out, 2 on. Trailing by 2 is the Silverwolves.
Oh, for a squeeze play.
Now with 2 strikes, probably won't happen. Or does it?
I've seen coaches call it, but not real often.
Yeah, especially with 2 strikes.
Yeah.
It was one of those, well, let's give it a shot kind of things, I'm guessing.
Yeah, but I've also seen them, like, knowing that they're who they have up to bat. They will do it sometimes.
Fly.
Get back to your base just in case.
Yeah, foul territory, so that's out number 2. And that will bring Lexi Huntley to the plate.
Number 8, Lexi Huntley.
and she is playing in left field. So I'm guessing Zoe Hazlitt is not in the lineup now.
Right. I don't think she has been since they moved.
Stribby in at pitcher and Sanchez back to designated player and Huntley from designated player to left field. Did I just do that right?
I think you did.
Oh, my goodness.
And here's the thing, though. That's the joy of having that DP flex position, because you're able to rotate players and utilize that in so many facets of your defensive and sometimes even offensive game.
And it's probably pretty key to have players like that who can really play all over the field and be very versatile players.
Yeah. It helps coaches out greatly.
Got to have a couple of those, right?
Mm-hmm.
Huntley just past the shortstop, and that's going to score 2. Hamblin's in, Rettmeister's in, and it's a 2 RBI double for Lexi Huntley. And we're all tied up at 9 here in the bottom of the 4th.
A solid hit up the middle, and she was turning wide looking for 2, and I think with just a little bit of the bobble of the ball out by center fielder, it made it for sure double.
And Lexi Huntley, she's shrugged off that first inning pitching really nicely.
Yes, she has.
And she's done damage at the plate. So Bree Mackey trying to keep this 2-out rally going.
Again, the damage is done with 2 outs.
Yeah, I think this is the first time in this one where it's been 2 outs, right?
Yeah.
Because
the other one had
it's
no
been
outs.
like no outs, yeah. Here's the pitch. Over to short. Firing over to first. And that'll end the inning. So Aspen Haw is over to the first baseman. That's Sophia Lancaster. And we are now through 4 complete. We're all tied up at 9 here on KSLSports.com. Top of the 5th. And leading off for the Mustangs is number 10, Hadley McKell.
Started the inning off last 4th inning. Was the leadoff batter for them. Do it again in this 5th inning.
Strike 1 for Stribby. You and I talked about at the top of the broadcast, I think we've got some fireworks ahead of us.
Yes, we do.
This time for a state championship on the line. Riverton leading the series 1-0 after a walk-off last night. In a game that Herriman had the lead late. Swing and a miss, strike 2.
Changeup is so effective with keeping those batters off balance.
Fouled off. Now we go even. Outside. Count goes full. Here in the bottom of the order. Top of the 5th inning. You're in game 2 of the 6A Softball State Championship Series. Best of 3. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Feel like she chased that one a little bit.
It's floating in there. I think she was expecting something to come pretty quick, but that off speed got her again.
That's out number 1. And I believe that's Stribby's first strikeout.
Well, it'd be her second. She struck out.
Oh, second, that's right.
Sammy in the last inning. Jaylee got a home run last inning.
Yeah, she did. That was a 2-run homer.
We always call it the next at bat, the home run test, to see if you'll keep your head in and watch the ball. That next at plate appearance.
And swing and miss, strike 2.
A lot of times you'll see that batter, they get excited because they hit that home run and they...
Yeah, they want to go hit another one.
A lot of times that head comes out and they swing.
They also could tend to chase, right?
Absolutely.
That one fouled off. Here's the 0-2. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Back-to-back Ks for Stribby. And that's 2 outs. Feels like she's getting into a rhythm now.
Yeah, I think that first inning coming in, kind of more of a warm-up period, you know?
Yeah.
Get a feel for that. And I'll tell you, having 2 strikeouts in a row is a great energy booster.
Especially late in this game. Switching out the ball. Catcher's probably like, there's nothing wrong with that ball.
I'll bet there's a nick on it. If those Wilson balls are hit just right, I'll get a nick pretty quick.
Well, maybe they brought back the home run balls.
That could have been.
I don't know. Jordan was out there for a minute. He could have gone out there and fetched one of them. And they call that fair.
Hit off her mitt.
And Hansen's on for a double. Or excuse me, Ruby McQueen.
So my question is, are they ruling that as an error, or are they giving her a hit? I would say an error, but we'll see what they rule it.
First baseman, number 18, Sophia Lancaster.
That's what I thought.
Gave her a hit. Yeah, it's usually just up to the scorekeepers. You know, how would you do that? How do you choose between what's an error and what's a base hit?
Well, sometimes, I mean, you look at like how quick that ball is coming, how fast do they have, I mean, how much time do they have to react to the speed of the ball. And that honestly was if she'd have caught that, that would have been an incredible catch.
Yeah.
It was a line drive coming hard right at her face. And so I can see why they gave her a hit on that. They intentionally walked.
Yeah,
Sophia.
Sophia. Now Aspen Hawes in the 4-hole has an opportunity here to give Herriman the lead back with 1 run in scoring position and another one on first. Into the dirt, ball 2. And the runner will get to third. So now runners at the corners.
It's great running, base running with Ruby. Stealing to third base. As you can see, any moment, if that catcher bobbles the ball for even a little bit, aggressive base runners will take advantage of that. Great base hit.
Over into left field. So now that'll drive in 1 run. So an RBI single for Aspen Hawes. And the lead is back to Herriman, 10-9. With 2 outs.
Avery lined out to center field last at bat. Actually, last inning. Usually it's every other inning before you get a hit. But
Not in this game.
Lineup, right?
19 runs scored between these two teams on 16 hits.
We've hit that double-digit mark, and I'm sure there's going to be more runs on the board here in a bit.
Two, 1 the count. Deuce is wild, as they say in baseball. Is that something that they say in softball too?
Haven't heard it in softball, but
No?
why not?
Well, I don't want to carry baseball over to softball, although they are similar sports, but there are differences.
Battle there at the off speed. Now we've got some red feather hats out there too for Herriman.
Maybe after every certain amount of runs, they go get more of those hats. Maybe if you hit a certain threshold of runs, like 10,
Could be.
bust out a different color. I don't know. Swing and a miss, strike 3. So 1 run aboard, but runners left on base. And now we go to the bottom of the 5th here in the 6A Softball State Championship Series on KSLSports.com. Some Sweet Carolina coming in. And Susan just asked, that's still popular to this day? Yeah, especially with the music change nowadays. And you know that, being around all the high school.
Oh my goodness, it's one of the big ones that all the students like to chant.
So Addie Thompson will lead off for the Silverwolves. I think I said Sweet Carolina, and it's not. I'm not that. I'm not into music like everyone else, but I do know that it's not that. It's Sweet Carolina. I just,
Sierra Prescott is fired up on that mound. I love seeing her energy and the way that she's approaching each pitch, helping to keep the energy high with her team.
Especially now with the lead in a winner-go-home situation. Herriman trying to get another state championship. Haven't won one, I believe, since 2018. '19.
2019, is that when they had the 2 years in a row?
Yeah, they went back-to-back, 2018 and 19.
Addie's 0 for 1. She flew out to left field at her first at bat and then walked in the third inning. Brings the count to full.
Big at bat here early in the inning. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Prescott starts the inning with a strikeout.
Big pitch for Prescott there. It's always a good feeling to get that first out, that lead off. Kind of gives you a little breathing room, even though you still have 2 other outs that you've got to get. But to me, that first out is always just a big one.
And we go to the top of the order with Peyton Sanchez. Goes right past the pitcher for a base hit, so a 1-out single for Peyton Sanchez.
Nice hard hit, straight up the middle. And a lot of times when you're working on practicing with your batting, you always focus on going straight back at the pitcher hard. That's exactly what she did.
Now Grace Leary is next.
Grace is 2 for 3 in today's game. Had a double her first at bat.
Strike. Here's the 0-1. Outside, ball 1. Here's the pitch. A little blooper into right field. Sanchez will stay at second, so back-to-back singles here for the Silverwolves.
We talked about those little blooper hits last night. Not a whole lot you can do to defend it because you got to protect the deep hit.
Oh, out in over by the BYU track and field. See Box Elder over there warming up. They'll be playing game 3 of their series. It's supposed to be at 4:30. I don't know if we're going to hit that.
I don't think so. This game might get over at 4:30.
Yeah, and then you need about, what, half an hour?
Mm-hmm.
And foul.
Just foul.
There for number 4, Jaden Bushman. And Maggie Hamblin's next, and you'll know that they'll walk her, even if the bases get loaded here from Bushman.
Or you risk the chance of having another Grand Slam.
Yeah, you definitely do. I mean, the odds of that are low, but is it one that you're willing to risk? No. Upstairs for ball 1. Everything is almost identical on that scoreboard.
It really
as far
is.
as runs, hits, and errors. Both teams have 9 hits, but Herriman has 10 runs and 1 error. Riverton 9 runs, no errors.
Is that with the extra walk?
Yeah.
Unearned run.
Yep. But earlier in the game, there was a bunch of runs off of walks.
Oh, absolutely.
And over by the Riverton dugout, can't quite make the play for out number 2.
That'd have been a huge out.
And the count goes
And
2-2.
Risk your runner tagging and going to third because there was anyone there to protect that third base on that.
Yeah. Turns on that one for a foul.
You look at where she's standing on the plate. She's crowding it, very close.
Yeah.
Not that far back, and so getting all of that and turning on that inside pitch.
Do you normally not want your players crowding the plate?
Just depends on what the pitcher's throwing. You know, if she's throwing a lot outside and she's getting that outside corner, then yeah, I'm going to have them get closer to the plate. A lot of times it's just straight up. If you've got those pitchers that throw inside and out, you know, that go in and out with their pitches.
Little meeting between Prescott and Brighton McDermott.
Pitch.
Some people didn't like
High
it.
and outside.
Some people didn't like it.
I mean, honestly, like the officials not called that a strike all day.
No.
Got her.
Swing and a miss, so it doesn't matter anyway. Strike 2 or 2 outs. on another strikeout for Prescott here in the inning.
And they are sending her to first again.
Yeah, well.
I would as well.
Yep. I would honestly go over to the umpire and just say, don't let her even come to the plate. Just send her to first.
It's frustrating as a batter to get those intentional walks, but, you know, that's great respect for her.
Yeah, I was going to say, that's a lot of respect.
That's a lot of respect.
I'd be flattered if they would walk me every time.
Can't remember the player's name for UCLA that had the most intentional walks. She was such a hitter for them. For some reason, Crystal Boozle? I'm going to have to pull that up and see what I can see as far as her name.
Was this back in 2001?
Yep.
It's Stacy Newman.
Maybe great out there from shortstop to first to get out of the inning. So the idea to walk Maggie was a smart idea.
Yeah, it is, because now they're out of the inning and they leave the bases loaded. And now we go to the top of the sixth, excuse me, here on KSLSports.com. Welcome back. Out number one already as it goes to the shortstop. And Barado is already down for out number one. Here in the top of the sixth. Now Sammy Nelson is next. Goes inside, ball two.
Did you say Veronica Nelson on that? With the most walks?
No, it was a Stacy Newman.
So California's Veronica Nelson had 81 career intentional walks.
Goodness.
And 37 intentional walks in a single season.
That's insane.
Back in 2002.
Talk about mad respect. And It's not an intentional walk, but it is a walk here with one out for Sammy Nelson. And now we go to Afton Orn, the designated player. Riverton down to their final 6 outs.
It's vital for Herriman to get some more runs on the board with this inning.
As you know,
yeah, one
run lead is not safe for Riverton.
And honestly, for either of these teams, it's too close.
Yeah.
And the way that both of these teams can hit,
it was looking like we were going to the 10-run territory, with 6 runs put in the top of the first for Herriman, and then Riverton came back and scored 5 runs in the bottom of the first.
Yes.
Now we're up to 19 combined runs between the two teams on 18 hits. Just 1 error. Here's the 1-1. Outside, ball 2. Grounder into the gap for a single. And the runner advances to second. So 2 on with 1 out here in the top of the 6th for Herriman.
I don't know if the runner realized how close that ball was to her when she was going between first and second. I had that ball hit her. Should have been out.
Yeah.
But got over it quick enough.
Now McKella's up to the plate with a runner in scoring position with 1 out. Maybe a bunt here.
I think you got to go for the hit.
Strike 1.
Just hope it doesn't go into a double play, right?
Yeah, that's something you always try to avoid, but especially in this situation. Here's the 1-1. And just past Hamblin's glove for a base hit. And now we're loaded.
Left fielder came in on that pretty quick. There's no way that runner would make it home with the arm of Avery. Excuse me, not Avery.
Lexi Huntley.
Yep, Lexi. We got that changed, didn't we? We're back to bases loaded. I think they've had bases loaded 2 or 3 different times this game.
Ball 1. Here's we go back to the top of the order with Jaylee Hansen. Sent into left field, and Huntley drops it. So that'll score 1 run, and now it's 11-9 Herriman. We'll see if they score that as an error. They do. E7.
Still get the RBI, right?
Yep.
Keeps bases loaded again.
With still 1 out. And now a 2-run lead.
Ruby's hit very well this game. I think this is a great spot for her to come in. She's 3 for 4 at the plate today. Actually 2 for 3. She walked the first inning.
Into the dirt. Ball 1. One's outside, ball 2. And tie for ball 3. Take time. Strike.
Kind of delayed in calling that.
Yeah.
Good battle back to bring that to full count with that foul ball.
Full count. Here's the payoff. Right into Grace Leary's glove. Route number 2, and the runners stay.
The second baseman had to, thank goodness no one was there. She had to hustle back to second base. That line drive shot. Sophia was intentionally walked last inning. She's had a double and a single.
Check swing, called strike. Sophia Lancaster playing first base as well.
It's going to score 2,
And
possibly
that goes
3.
to the wall. And Lancaster scores 2. So a 2 RBI single for Sophia Lancaster, and it's 13-9 in favor of Herriman. With 2 outs. Now Aspen Hawes will try to continue the rally. A 2-out rally here.
Shortstop, number 1, Aspen Hawes.
She wanted that held off.
Strike there.
Had an RBI last inning. Great hit to left field.
Foul ball. Right at the plate. Into the dirt. Ball one. Just past the shortstop, and that'll bring in one run. So Hansen is home. And an RBI single here for Aspen Hawes, and it's 14-9 Herriman.
Left fielder, 00,
Avery Eglund is next. Again, 2 outs.
They scored 3 runs on 2 outs.
And now the bases will get loaded as that goes into shallow left. But another single here for the Mustangs.
They've gone through the lineup.
Ashlyn Barrado's next with a chance to really put this one away and out of reach. But Coach Hyman coming in.
I think this is a good timeout for the coach to do to stop this momentum. Just kind of kills the energy for a second.
Yeah, it's all Herriman right now.
So the test will be is when Riverton comes up in the bottom of the 6th, will this energy shift over to their team, and then we'll have a...
Is all the energy in the batter's box?
Yes.
Is what we're wondering.
It seems to be that way,
Yeah,
honestly.
it really has. Both teams have brought their bats today. Defense has been optional for the most part. Especially when you have 23 runs between the two teams on 23 hits and 2 errors.
It's amazing.
Stribby is still in at pitcher. Bases loaded, 2 outs. And Barrado is at the plate. I think they ran out of colored hats down there in the Herriman dugout if they're going off the tiers of runs.
Ashlyn started the 6th inning off with a line drive hit to shortstop that was caught. She's had 2 walks and had a nice line hit out to center field, which was also caught. So seems due to get one in to land.
Fouled off. Right off the dugout.
Base hit.
Yep, a blooper to right. They'll score Lancaster. And it's 15-9 Herriman.
Bases loaded again, right?
Yep.
Second baseman, number 11.
I really think that runner could have scored on that. But
at this point, why risk it when
That's true.
when you have another opportunity here with Sammy Nelson? Now, would you think that 6 runs is too much for Riverton to overcome in 2 innings?
I don't. They made up 6 in 1 inning as well.
Yeah.
I mean, granted, you had a lot of walks, but at the same time, either of these teams.
It's not over till that final out.
No.
Into the dirt.
I would not be content until I mean, I would love to score another. If it were me as a coach, I'm hoping, hey, we're getting 6 runs, at least 6 runs this inning. Let's go for another 6 runs the next inning. Obviously, you're trying to get as many runs as you can. But even just the fact that you're keeping them out on the field that much longer, I think, tires them down. That's hard to go through a whole lineup like that.
Definitely.
I mean, the quicker you can get on and off that field, it's better for your momentum. And so this has been a little hard inning for Riverton. So we'll see how they bounce back when they're up to bat.
High into center field. Catch is made, and the inning is over, but 5 runs aboard and scored for the Herriman Mustangs. They have a 15-9 lead as we go to the bottom of the 6th here on KSLSports.com.
Yes, this was the best angle.
Life can get a little messy.
No way. Oh my God.
Oh my gosh.
Best day ever.
Some taps create chaos.
No.
Tap Spend gives you 1% cash back when you spend and 2.75% APY when you don't. Tap responsibly. Visit tapbank.com.
In times like these, it's good to know there's a place where people know who you are, no matter how long you've been gone. A place where the smells of home cooking are still in the air, where a simple wave warms your heart, and sharing stories with family, friends, and your community is just a way of life. Yes, in times like these, it's good to be home. Agraria Insurance Company, protecting what's important in life.
To dare mighty things.
We now head to the bottom of the 6th. 6-run lead here for the Mustangs. So some making up to do here for the Silverwolves if they want to come away with a state championship. Or otherwise, we're going to a winner-take-all Game 3. And leading off for the Silverwolves,
Kenzie Anderson, senior.
I believe so. Oh, it says number 15.
It's Kenzie Anderson.
It is. Yes, that's what it says on my sheet.
You've seen a lot of ball in the last week.
Yeah, I mean, it's been fun, but do not get me wrong. I could be, doing a job that's not as fun.
So the question is has there been a game that's been your most favorite to watch so far this week?
Ooh. There was, we didn't have any blowouts, and we didn't have any walk-offs in baseball. I honestly think Game 1 of last night was probably the funnest out of the week that I've done. honestly, because just of how tightly contested it was. Ended up in a walk-off. 2 rivals battling it out for a championship, trying to take game 1. But we didn't have any blowouts in baseball, but we did have some great plays. But they were all games that were fairly tightly contested. So it's not like I've been bored all week. And that goes right up the middle for a leadoff single for Kenzie Anderson.
Getting that senior leadership coming through with the leadoff. You look at Lexi coming up to bat. She's done some damage on the offensive side.
She really has. See if she can come through again for the Silverwolves. An update on Game 1 of the 5A Baseball Championship Series. Maple Mountain holding a 3-0 lead over Spanish Fork in the bottom of the second.
It's probably going to be another game where runs are just exchanged back and forth like we're watching here.
That, and you have a big lead, and then the other team squanders it.
Yep.
That's just how the 5A bracket for baseball has been going. Outside, ball 1.
Deep hit.
That is very deep to the wall, and it's gone! A 2-run homer for Lexi Huntley.
Great hit over center field. With a 220 alone right there.
At least, I would think 240 is what it ended up being. That thing was crushed.
220 itself.
Yep. It almost hit our camera out there in center field. And now it's 15-11 in favor of Herriman, so the deficit cut. And for Huntley, the sophomore just hit her 3rd home run of the season.
Oh, that's fun to do, especially in a championship game.
Is that the 4th home run in this game? Because you had Hansen, the 2 from Hamblin, and yeah, this one. Right? Or are we even missing one?
Herriman?
Or are we missing one? Oh yeah. So Hansen for Herriman.
Oh yes. 2 from Hamblin.
And then 2 from Hamblin, and then this one from Huntley. Are we missing any? There's been so many runs scored. It's hard to. You got to go through bat by bat. It seems because there's got a lot of.
Oh, got me curious.
I think that's 4, and then I think there was 1 last night in Game 1. Yes, there was 1 in Game 1. So 5 in a series is wild. I'll let Susan tally that up.
Yeah, I'm seeing exactly what you said.
We'll see if Bree McKay can put one over the wall too. Seems the trend in this series. Bring your bats. Defense is optional. Fouled off. Outside, ball 1. Oh, right into Prescott's glove, and then it squeaks out. So that'll be a base hit. You really can't score that one as an error because that was flying right at her. And she just stuck her glove out and just hoping that it would just land in there. That's a base hit for Mackey. Now number 20, Addie Thompson, is up next.
Addie struck out at her last at bat. Still no outs.
I feel like we've seen this trend.
Yeah.
It's either been 2 outs or 0 outs. That's how this game has gone. But there's a lot of numbers on that board that are not 0. So those of you that are tuning in, no, that's not a typo. The score is 15-11.
With 27 hits between the two.
I feel like this is a first quarter basketball score. A bunt. And fouled off. Trying to advance the runner with no outs. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss, strike 3, out number 1. Peyton Sanchez now as we go to the top of the order for the Silverwolves.
Top of the order is just solid. I mean, they all can hit. Obviously, Lexi gets a home run, and she's batting in the 7th position.
Yeah. And you know, as we get down to that 4 hole, someone's going to be intentionally walked.
And the way that the running situation looks right now, if you're just doing singles, that could be bases loaded, you know.
Outside. Ball 2.
If this game goes to an if game again, we may be facing the same situation we did last night.
Over to short to first.
Where they had the sun. The catcher had the sun.
Oh,
in her
yeah.
eyes and couldn't even see.
And that whole drama. Which we were talking to some of the officials who were dealing with that, and they just said, look, BYU plays in that type of condition, and as long as you've got the curtain up in center field, like, you ought to be able to play through it. And certain people didn't want to, and they're like, well, BYU does. And I guess a couple years ago they did delay because of the sun in the eyes, and they said it's because the curtain didn't work. They couldn't get it up.
Yeah.
So I don't think we're going to go into that realm, I think that might be a conversation that the officials have ahead of time with the coaches.
They will decide it before.
And just say, all right, we're not doing this.
I mean, but honestly, if a catcher can't see, then you're dealing with, like, that could be hazardous to her.
Wild
you know?
pitch, wild pitch, and potential injury.
Yep.
Yeah. And is that something that just both coaches decide, hey, okay, one
official's decision.
Yeah, officials.
I mean, ultimately, it's up to the head official.
Yeah.
If they just say we're going to stall this for 10 minutes, and let it move.
Fouled off. So 2 outs, and Grace Leary's at the plate. The runner on second.
Grace had that short pop fly to right field last inning. Not a whole lot the right fielder could do because it's in between her and the second baseman. But the way that runner's moving off of that base, I guarantee she scores on something like that. It would be fun to see the championship team, whoever wins 6A and whoever wins 5A, to play against each other.
Yeah, that would be fun.
Yeah.
Very deep, but hauled in by the center fielder for Herriman, Ruby McQueen, and that'll end the inning. So we now go to the top of the 7th. Herriman holding on to a 4-run lead here on KSLSports.com. Sophia Lancaster. Oh, wait, no, that is Sierra Prescott coming to the plate. So that means she's batting for Barado, right?
I think it's Afton. I had originally Afton up to bat.
Afton Orn, yeah, because she was a designated player.
Mm-hmm. So this is Prescott?
Yes. Yeah, I think Afton Orn is the daughter of Alta boys basketball head coach, Coach Orn. I see him over in the crowd. Just connecting the dots here. Travis Orn.
So usually as a head coach, you have a child attend the school that you're coaching, you know, as a head coach.
Yeah, well, I think she chose to play at Herriman instead of Alta.
I think that's a good choice. You got your speed up runner in, number 5. So he was the speed up for the pitcher Ashland earlier.
Yep.
So here's the question. Do we go back to the bunt, play the ball game, or do we just continue hitting the ball and
see what happens?
That way?
Looks like it's the latter. So if you're tuning in, hoping to see Box Elder Salem Hills, you're going to have to wait a little bit longer. This game's taken over 3 hours now. We had a very long first inning.
One inning took a third of what the game is.
Yeah, absolutely it did. Yeah, I feel like you and I were on the air for a long time without a commercial break. 3-0 the count here.
Throwing 6 straight balls right here. Come back with the...
Here for McKell. Umpire says strike. Good thing I brought my sunglasses in, because might be needing them tonight.
I'm afraid you will.
Unless we see a big 7th inning here for Riverton.
It's only 4 runs. Most time you say that's a lot of runs to get.
That is, normally. But in this game, seems like that's pretty easy. Grounded to third. Hamblin goes over to second to Leary. And safe.
But I guess not.
So that's 1 out. Couldn't quite complete the double play. And she's on via fielder's choice.
Now batting is the third baseman, number 23, Jaylee Hanson.
We go back to the top of the order. Jaylee Hanson for the Mustangs.
Jaylee had a tough hit that last inning. Left fielder had it in her mitt, deep hit, but then dropped it.
That's right. So reached on an error.
Yep.
The low ball 1, 2. Count goes 3-0. Normally in a game like this, though, it'd probably be hard for you to choose a player of the game, but...
Oh, I was just thinking that. I'm like, who would you select? Because there's been so many...
You could pick one from the winning team and the losing team.
Yeah.
And maybe we'll do that, because this game has been that good. If you like offense, this is your type of softball game. Over to second, and there's the 6-4-3 double play to end the inning. So we go to the bottom of the 7th. 4 runs needed to force extra innings, or 5 to walk it off and win the state title. Find out next here on KSLSports.com.
It means to embrace challenges. It means to welcome a high-energy culture that prioritizes belonging. To dare mighty things means drawing inspiration from experienced faculty and alums who encourage you to think big. It means to be a part of time-honored traditions while also forging new ones. To dare mighty things means celebrating your achievements with pride and joy, knowing you can make a difference by daring to be great. Join us at the Huntsman School of Business, where we dare mighty things. That's the Huntsman difference.
One of those long days working on your feet? Turn your aching feet to happy feet at Salt Lake Running Company. Our award-winning trained staff will provide a custom shoe fitting that will help you find the shoes, inserts, and socks that will make your workday the best it can be. Locally owned and operated for 30 years, SLRC offers rewards, training groups, races, and free community events. Visit us in-store or online today at slrc.com. Your work feet and workout life will get a boost.
Welcome back to the UCCU Saving Spotlight.
Today's play of the day goes to Becky, a single mom who just got her son Max a youth debit card from UCCU.
This is a big win for Max, who knows that UCCU mobile banking makes it easy for his mom to add money to his debit card anytime.
It's also a big win for Becky, who knows it also makes it easy to monitor her child's spending anytime. Final score, 1 happy son, 1 responsible mom.
With the assist from UCCU.
Heart of the order here for Riverton as they're down to their final 3 outs. And if they can't get 4 runs across, we will go to a game 3. And so Jaden Bushman will lead off, and then we'll see Maggie Hamlin and London Rentmeister, with Prescott getting strike 1 to start. Update on baseball. Spanish Fork able to bring in a run. Top of the 4th, Maple Mountain with a 3-1 lead. Game 1 of that championship series over at UVU. Ball 1. Oh, just turned. Just turned on that. Otherwise, that probably would have been gone.
Yep.
And that would have been the 5th home run in this game?
Yes.
I know I just asked you that last inning, and I already forgot.
And I think we've sat here so long watching these games that it's like, was that from the last game or this game?
Yeah, this game, last game. It's been a wild game, to say the least. We knew there would be fireworks. We just didn't know it was consistent fireworks for over 3 hours.
I honestly was guessing like another 9-8 game. Great diving catch by shortstop. Congratulations.
Aspen Hawes for out number 1, down to 2 outs now. And Hamblin's not even going to step into the box. Or are they going to let her bat? No, the other coach is saying, nope, send her.
I wouldn't let her bat.
You end up seeing the head coach. She's looking at her first base coach saying, hey, should we? And she's like, no, send her. She's going to first. So intentionally walked once again is Maggie Hamlin. Has 2 home runs. 1 was a grand slam. 1 was a 2-run shot.
London's last at bat, she hit into short for a 6-3 play. She did have a double in the 2nd inning out to left field.
Fouled off there for Rentmeister. 1 on, 1 out.
As a coach, you're telling your players out in the field right now that runner on first base doesn't mean anything. We're just going for outs. Thing is you do not want to walk another batter, that's for sure.
No, you don't. Kind of takes the energy out of your sails.
It does. I mean, that just gives the Riverton a momentum shift.
Here's the pitch. Outside again, ball 3.
And if you look at who's on deck, Kenzie Anderson, she's dangerous with the bat as well. She had that game-winning hit last night.
Now the count goes full. With Hamblin on first. Intentionally walked for the 3rd time?
Yep.
Foul ball.
And she walks.
With the full count. So 2 on, 1 out. So the tying run is in the on-deck circle with someone who hit a home run, Lexi Huntley. But first, Kenzie Anderson, the hero from last night, is at the plate. What a luxury to have.
Oh, it's amazing that you can have a lineup this strong 1 through 9.
Coach Hyman talking to the...
Get a speed up. Actually, a substitute.
It's number 3. Haga will come in. Kenley Haga. Strike.
Impressive for Prescott to come ahead with 2 strikes and a batter.
Held off. Turned on that one as well, yep.
Staying tough in the box.
Into center field. Catch is made. 1 out remaining. Trying to get Hamblin over at third. So the runner stays at first, but Hamblin moves over to third. Runners on the corners. 1 out remaining here for Riverton to try and complete the comeback.
It's great movement on the center fielder. Obviously, it was so deep that gave time for Hamblin to advanced to third, so now you've got runners on the corner, so you've got to watch. Are they going to go for the steal? With 2 out, I highly doubt that. But Lexi's been impressive at the plate.
Maybe they're hoping for a wild pitch or some kind of error to happen as well. As there's a timeout here. And Herriman doing some kind of cheer with the dugout. All signs are pointing to the game 3, which would be the second time in the last 3 years that 5A and 6A both go to game 3.
It's amazing. Makes for another late night.
It really does. I like driving home from Provo at night. It just feels right.
Getting to be quite a habit here, though.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, I should have got a timeshare or, an Airbnb or something, but maybe next year. Got to talk to the boss first. So Huntley with the opportunity to keep this game alive.
She could tie it right here, right? Or does that put him down by 1 run?
Put him down by 1. Which Bree Mackey is after Huntley. And she represents the tying run in the on-deck circle. Two-0 the count to Huntley.
They're not giving her anything near that plate, that's for sure.
Well, would you maybe intentionally walk her? I mean, she hit 1 home
possibility.
run, but she's been effective besides just the home run.
She's had 2 doubles
Yeah,
on
so
top of the home run.
on that would
And
that would
lined
at
up
least
7.
score 1 run, potentially 2, because you've got a speed up
Yeah.
runner at first. Strike 1. At this point, I think the coach is like, let's just see if we could finish this one out. Last time that happened, though, Hamblin hit another home run.
She did. It was one of those home runs that you just look over up above because it's just
You don't
flying.
even you don't even move if you're in the outfield. You're like, all right, bye-bye. And that's a walk. So it worked out anyway, other than the fact that the coach just didn't have to tell the umpire that she's intentionally walking her. But the bases are loaded with 2 outs. So it's all down to Bree Mackey here. Coach Hyman talking to her right now. Little pat on the helmet, just telling her, you better crack that thing.
She did get a key base hit last inning. Broke her curve. She had been 0 for 3 prior to that.
See what happens here. She represents the tying run at the plate.
2 outs. Runners are going to be going in every pitch.
Ball 1. Outside, ball 2.
Definitely do not want to get down 3-0 in this count.
Scott looking at her wrist coach. Sent into center field. It's to the wall and it's gone! A grand slam! Bree Mackey ties the ball game in the bottom of the 7th.
Holy cow. I have never seen anything like this.
Susan, what just happened?
This is just like one of those where we're all just shaking our heads. Amazing.
I will say, if we were to go back in time, I asked you if 6 runs was too much.
No.
You said no. They were able to get 2 runs in the 6th and still down 4 with 2 outs. That's wow. Okay, you asked me earlier as well.
Yes.
Favorite game of the week that I've called? I think this might have topped it.
Okay. Both teams. You called that, huh?
Jordan Dowdle's over here saying that he called it. We can't go back to the tape because you weren't on a microphone. Sorry, man. But now we've got a chance at a walk-off. Or we go to extra innings. Oh my goodness. I don't think there's going to be enough time on social media to post the highlights from this game.
These hits are something that you would see on ESPN.
Seriously. I feel like we need to send this whole game to Sports Center and say, all right, you guys need to run the highlights on this on your next Sports Center. 2-0 the count now for Mackey. I'm still in shock.
I'm still shaking my head.
Susan, you've won many state championships. Have you seen any softball like this?
No, there was one year we took second at state. Grantsville had home runs, several. I think they had about 3 or 4. But it was all on their side. It wasn't ours.
Man.
This is just amazing.
That is the 5th home run and the 2nd grand slam just in this game.
How often do you see 2 grand slams in a game?
And also from like the same team.
The same team. I haven't either.
I've never called a grand slam until now. And I get 2 of them. Wow.
This will definitely
I need to update the
down.
score for those at home. They're probably like, wait a minute, what? We're tied up.
This will have to go down in the history books. I don't know if this has ever happened in UHSAA with as many grand slams and home runs in a single championship game.
And Larry's just coming in here smiling.
Got her.
And that's the end of the inning. But now we go.
Extra innings.
Extra innings now. We go to the top of the 8th. Wow.
I might run out of room here on my...
Susan's running out of room on her score sheet. We'll go to the top of the 8th after this. leading off here in the top of the 8th. Extra innings, if you're just joining us. Trailing 4 runs in the bottom of the 7th with 2 outs. Bree Mackey hit a grand slam to tie the ball game.
Just when you think it's going to end and that you're going to go into an if game, now we're like, I don't know. It's just ground zero now. You're going to start with the international tiebreaker with the runner on second, which will be Jaylee Hansen.
For those of you not, know about the international, so whoever was last at bat before we went to extra innings is now at second. So you always start the inning with a runner on second.
Correct.
But oh my goodness. Are you still amped up right now? Are you ready to get back and coaching again?
Oh, my word.
I can only imagine what both of these teams are going through right now emotionally.
Exactly what you said. Not only is this a physical game, physically exhausting, emotionally, it's got to be draining as well. And then if it goes to an if game, then you have to pick yourself back up and start all over again.
In the right field, catch is made, and the runner stays at second. And the runner is Jaylee Hansen, so Ruby McQueen is down after flying out to right field. So out number 1. And now we go to Sophia Lancaster. She is at the plate. Were you able to find more room?
I'm going to have to get another score sheet, honestly. If it goes another inning, I definitely will. Or I guess I could start down here somewhere.
Just draw arrows.
Yep, draw arrows.
Well, we did say there would be fireworks. Didn't think it would be those grand finale fireworks that you would see at the very end of a fireworks show. And I feel like we're not even done. Goes over to first. Out number 2, but the runner does advance to third.
The last 3 at-bats that Aspen's had, she's hit on that left side over in left field. Scored an RBI in the 6th inning.
Driven into left field. And the catch is made, and that'll end the inning. So now a chance for Riverton to walk off and win the state title. Or will Herriman stop them and force the top of the 9th? We'll find out next here on KSLSports.com. Bottom of the 8th inning. Trevor Allen, Susan Hatch here in Game 2 of the 6A Softball Championship Series.
Isn't it crazy to think that this game started at
Started a little after, it was like 1:40 with the introductions, the anthem. So, yeah, we're approaching 4 hours of airtime here.
I honestly have not seen a high school game go this long.
For softball, definitely not. Baseball, it has happened, but usually there's like a lightning delay involved or rain delay or something, but not softball for sure. We're going to have to look at the state record books after this one and just see, you know, championship games, most runs scored, and how many grand slams and how many home runs, and I'm sure this is shattering records.
I would be shocked if it didn't.
There's got to be at least be one state record that is broken here. So we'll get with the UHSAA after this one. And we still have one more at least.
We still haven't, yeah.
At least, and you know, we could have two if Herriman can pull this off. Here with Peyton Sanchez at the plate with a runner on second with the international tiebreaker. Fouls that one off. Prescott going through her pitches. Fouled off again, evened up.
You know, when you're young and you start playing softball and you think, okay, they put the best players on the infield, the weaker players are in the outfield because the ball's being hitless there. But when you look at this level of play, you've got to have top quality players in your outfield. And even as good as they are, those hits are still going way over their heads. Like, I am blown away at the power these girls have.
Popped up. Shallow right field. The second baseman collects it for out number one. And the runner stays at second.
How often do you get to have 6 at-bats in a softball game?
I don't know if that's ever happened.
That's what these first 3 batters.
Have you ever coached a game like that?
You know, it's been a while. I don't know. I would say probably no. I'd have to go back and look
maybe
at some
5,
old scorebooks.
but not 6.
No.
That's insane. 30 runs scored between the two on 28 hits and just 2 errors.
There for each team is the same as last night, wasn't it? Like 2 errors each.
These girls ate their Wheaties this morning. Let's just say that. Like, my goodness.
And it stayed with them this long.
Really has. I'm sure they're just absolutely exhausted in every last part of their. As Larry sends that one into left, and that goes to the wall, and the run is going around the corner, and that is it. A walk-off double, and it's not 1, but 2 or 3. 3 straight state championships for the Riverton Silverwolves. The three-peat is complete.
Congratulations, Riverton. It's an amazing, amazing state tournament for these young ladies and coaches.
That one was near the wall as well, and the bats got hot late for the Silverwolves. And they've won now 4 state championships in the last 5 years, including now 3 straight.
I'm worn out, and I didn't even play the game.
I could only imagine what these players are going through, especially Herriman. You feel for the team.
Oh, my heart breaks for them.
But a lot of them are going to be coming back. They only have 2 seniors. You still feel for those seniors.
Oh, you do.
You can just tell.
I mean, those girls gave 110%.
There is nothing to hang your head about if you are Herriman. You did everything you could. They gave Riverton everything that they could handle and then some. Had them up against the ropes not once but twice in this series. And just one last play made by the Silverwolves. But all in all, I know Herriman is really upset about this right now, but this is an all-time classic.
Oh, it was amazing. You're going to look back in games and say, what was the best championship game you've watched? It was easily this one right here. I mean, it came down to you got into extra innings, and what more can you ask for your team than to just go above and beyond with what you've done? And like you said, 2 seniors. And think of the experience that you have from just this simple. I don't know. I'm just blown away at the caliber of play that we've had here.
All right, Susan, while we wait for the trophies to be handed out, we got to hand out our UCCU player of the game, or players. I have a feeling we have to go with more than one on this one.
I think so as well.
All right, who are you going with?
Sure. Well, the first one is Lexi Huntley. She did a fantastic job defensively, offensively. Struggled that first inning with her pitching, but my gosh, she played great. Something that, that of huge of nature, having that many walks, but then come back and be that strong at the plate is just impressive to me.
Yeah. No, that is definitely a good choice there.
Who's your second one?
I'm going to go whoever hit a home run. I mean, you've got Mackey, Huntley, and Hamblin, but also 2 of them that hit grand slams, and one to tie it in the bottom of the 7th with 2 outs.
Brie Mackey.
As you see the trophy handed there, the 3rd straight one for the trophy case at Riverton High School. Once again, they are the queens of 6A softball in the state of Utah. We'll let the celebration kick in, and we'll let that settle, and we will step aside. We'll be back here in probably about a half an hour for the start of Game 3 in the 5A Softball Championship Series between the Salem Hills Skyhawks and the Box Elder Bees. For Austin Bigelow behind home plate, for Jordan Dowdle on the controls, Susan Hatch, I'm Trevor Allen. We'll go ahead and let the trophy presentation and the celebration take place, and we'll leave you with that. We'll be back here in a little bit here on KSLSports.com.